Hi friends, I'm here to show you guys how to start the classic gurney square. This square is used in one of my newest patterns, the Maebelle Granny Tote. So I figured it would be nice to have like a little small video showing how I make the square. I know that there's so many ways to make this square. This is just how I make it. And the instructions for the square is within the written PDF file. But if you are having issues with making a square, you can just refer back to this video and see how I make one. So I'm using a weight 4 cotton yarn and a 5mm crochet hook, and I'm just going to pick one of these colors. I have 3 colors, so I'm also going to show you how to change colors as well. I'm going to begin with a magic ring, and I'm going to chain 5. So the chain 5 equals a 1 double crochet and a chain 2. So the first 3 chains is your double crochet and then a chain 2. Now I'm going to put 3 double crochets into this magic ring and chain 2. So far this is what it looks like. And I'm going to repeat the 3 double crochets, chain 2 twice more. So 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then one more time. And this is what it looks like so far. And I'm going to pull my ring a little tight just so I don't lose this tail. Now we're going to put 2 double crochets into that ring, and then we're going to slip stitch to the top of that chain 3 from the beginning chain 5 that we made. Slip stitch. I'm going to pull my magic ring tight, and this is what it looks like so far. And then from here I'm going to slip stitch into this chain 2 space next to where I slip stitched. And I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And this chain 3 always counts as a double crochet. So I'm going to put 2 double crochets next to this chain 3, which is now going to be 3 double crochets. I'm going to chain 2. And I'm going to put 3 more double crochets into the same space. And then we're basically creating a corner. So this is what it looks like so far. And so we're going to repeat this in all of these chain 2 spaces. So each chain 2 space is going to get 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. And I'm sorry if I sound congested, it is because I am. So yeah, love being sick, says no one ever. Okay, just made my second corner. So I put 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets into this chain 2 space. And just repeat this around. Here's my last corner. So far that's what it looks like. So now I'm going to switch colors, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to color change slip stitch. So I'm going to slip stitch into the top of that chain 3, which is our first double crochet that we made in the row. So I'm going to go ahead and insert my hook on the top of that chain 3. I'm going to pull this tight, and I'm going to snip it off. I'm going to grab whatever color I want to use next. I'm going to use this dark teal color. I'm going to loop it around my hook like so, and I'm going to pull through. I'm going to pull through this one as well. And you'll notice that it gets like a little loose here. That's totally fine. Just pull that tail that you just cut tight, and then pull the tail of the new color tight as well. And this is what it should look like. And so what I do is I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Still pulling those tails a little tight just so it's secure. And I'm going to put 3 double crochets into the space that's behind that slip stitch. So 3 double crochets right in here. And as I'm not 3 but 2, sorry. So the chain 3 counted as a double crochet, and then I put 2 double crochets in that space. And I also crocheted over my 2 tails. That's just a personal option. And then now I'm going to work into this chain 2 space right here. And I'm going to put 3 double crochets, chain 2, and another 3 double crochets to continue with the corner. So I'll show you what that looks like once I'm done. So far this is what it looks like. So this is where we ended with our second row. We color changed, slip stitched, changed to this color. We chained 3, we put 2 double crochets into the space behind to create the 3 double crochet granny cluster. And then in the corner spaces, we're going to be putting 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. So now in this space right here, right in between the 2 corners, this space, we're going to put 3 double crochets. Like so. And then the corner space, 3 double crochets, chain 2, and another 3 double crochets. Just like so. So you're just going to continue this method pretty much around until you get to that initial chain 3 that you made in the row. Working on my 3rd corner now. So far, that's what I'm looking like. Ooh, my yarn split. And here is my last corner. Uh-oh. This yarn likes to split a lot. Okay. And then from here, you're going to slip stitch into the top of that chain 3 that you made in the beginning of the row. If you want to change colors here, you should totally do that. If not, you can continue with this color another row. I'm going to change colors, so I'm going to slip stitch to, or insert my hook into the top of that chain 3. Snip this yarn, grab my 3rd color, which is this, it's like a, I think it's like periwinkle-ish color. Going to loop it around my hook, pull through, pull through, pull those tails tight. I'm going to chain 3, like so. Put 2 double crochets into the space behind that slip stitch, like so. And then basically this is a very continuous pattern. So you're going to notice that you're going to have more spaces in between your corners. So like this row, we're going to have 2 spaces in between our corners, and as you continue, it will get bigger and bigger. And then you can decide how big you want your granny square to be, and you can stop anywhere. For the Maebelle tote bag, I believe I did 14 rounds for one square and then 13 rounds for the other square. And if that does not make any sense to you, it's totally fine. I will have a tutorial on the Maebelle tote bag after I had this one. So if you're looking for that tutorial, then it should be somewhere on my channel. But I hope this kind of helped you figure out how to start your granny square. And yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments below, or you can always reach out to me on Instagram.